Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, wrestling fans, and sports entertainment fans, welcome to the No Shave Man Cave. I'm ElliJare, and thanks for joining me. I am rocking my new favorite shirt. I got the old Tag 'em and Bag 'em, the Macklin t-shirt from the Impact Shop. And kudos to Macklin and everything that he's got going on with his World Championship. So that is phenomenal. So yeah, no. So this has been a crazy week, and we are quickly rolling in to a very, very exciting weekend where you are going to have the WWE pay-per-view premium live event in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And this is a phenomenal card for anywhere. But I wholeheartedly appreciate what they're doing with this card for the significance culturally and for Puerto Rico, for the Puerto Rican superstars that the WWE has, and they'll probably pull out some folks that, or maybe even some local stars on the on some of the dark matches and stuff. So shout out to the shout out for what they've got going on, and Triple H continues to do some really, really cool stuff. So good stuff there. So I am completely jacked to the nines today. We just came out of a production meeting, Jay Tilly and I, and we sat down with the commish. And the commish, myself, JT, we had another JT, we had Chris, and then we had Chris from the Effin' Sports Show from our network. And I can't tell you how excited I am to be in this situation that Jay Tilly and I have worked ourselves into. So what we've got going on is that we are part of the network that has just about every sports show on the planet. And why is that significant? Well, not just because I'm a huge wrestling fan, but we're meeting and greeting and doing a little bit of everything, and we're cross-pollinating, and we're jumping from show to show. And we have Angela, who's it's really Angela, but we call her Angela, and she's got a show called The Fan Bus, and this is all part of the Fantasy Sports Network. And the commish and Chris and JT, like there's so many just phenomenal people. We were able to hook up with the wrastlin addicts, and Matt was hanging out with us during the show. We did some trivia. He bamboozled me and Jay Tilly in the trivia. No, he got us good. I wasn't hitting on all cylinders. I will do better next time, brother. I tell you what, you won't get me next time, brother. But no, I appreciate the Wrestling Addicts for having us on. We've been on a couple of the other shows, Patriot Sports, that whole entire team, Chris and his team, just 10 out of 10 if you're rating a squad and what they've got going on. So I'm super excited to be part of the network. So we're going to go live, not recorded. not preempted, not like the NBA was before Lakers were the Lakers. We're talking live. And we're going to be, Jay Tilly and I are going to be live from 7 to 8. You can find us on this Fantasy Sports Network. Check us out on, we're going to be on Rumble. We're going to be on YouTube. There's going to be links everywhere. We're going to be tweeting. We're going to be answering everything across every social media platform. If it's a question about the pay-per-view, it's a question about AEW, WWE, historic WCW. You can see some of the older belts that I've got behind me. I know, a lot of the different historical relevances and what brought these titles into fruition and what they ended up becoming. Super excited about some of the new additions to the title collection that I've got coming up. I'm going to retire a couple, so we'll talk about those titles as I get ready to retire them. And then as I reconfigure, we're going to do a little Mr. Rogers, welcome to the neighborhood. I'll throw a little sweater on, we'll wander about. But yeah, so super, super excited. So what are we looking at? What did we see? And what do we have in store for us? So right now, what are we looking at? We have Friday Night SmackDown. And we have Rampage. Both of those shows were awesome. The crowds on a scale of 1 to 10, Puerto Rico, and 11, I'll give it a 12. It was amazing, very, very cool, and it was perfect. The intro with LWO coming out, Mommy challenge Rey Mysterio, and I thought, man, if Rey Mysterio falls for it, but Dominic, being that shit heel that he is, he goaded the Hall of Famer in, and you got to check it out. Hey, you got to check it out because it's worth the price of admission, and I think everyone will really, really enjoy the entire show. I can't wait to see what they do with the LWO and how they're going to develop Santos to be someone and raise his stock. I think there's some other really talented superstars on the roster that are going to benefit from some of the changes and that draft, right? So again, what are we looking at? What are we looking forward to? And what did we just see? So we saw the draft, the rosters got shook up. We've got a couple of free agents that definitely could be some spoilers. So we gotta keep our eyes open, see what's out there, and see what they're gonna do as far as development, programming, and can they move merch, right? So I mean, if you can't move merch, you're probably not going to move up the card very much. And, that's going to hurt you because the bottom line with WWE and Endeavor, and then once they merge, if you're buying stock and all that, they're going to be TKO. So if you're not moving merch, you're not moving the needle, you're moving on. And there's still a lot of great places to work. I mean, AEW is constantly hiring. You got Ring of Honor, Impact. I mean, if you're not watching Impact, I really, really enjoy Impact. I think some of the storylines are very, very funny, very entertaining, and when I say funny, it's not like a slapstick humor, but it's a relevant wrestling humor. I don't necessarily like Scott D'Amore. If they had a different figure in that role, I think it would go a long way. But Santino Marella in that role, coming out with that badge, and then you got Dirty Django coming out, who used to be Breezango, I think he was. So he's been coming out, and I tweeted a couple of things, and some of the some of the screenshots that he's doing is so funny, and he's trying to be this private investigator, and oh man, he's the detective of authority right now. Very, very funny. So kudos to him and the whole production team moving that product along as they move up the chain. If they could get a better TV deal, I think that would help them a lot. Same thing with MLW. MLW is a lot of fun. Uh, great talent over there. They're what's the right word? They're getting their reps in, and I think eventually they'll move on to a little bit larger roster and potentially the WWE. So kudos to them. Kudos to everything that they're doing as far as their production and pipeline and stuff. So what else are we looking at? We're looking at a new world heavyweight champion. We've got a new world heavyweight title. Super excited. Me personally, I will be procuring one. I know behind me I've got nothing but North American and United States titles, and the America's title that Sergeant Slaughter was a holder of, and before they retired it. But I have procured a couple of World Heavyweight Championships, a specific World TV title, and a very cool title that I have talked about many times from a production company that I am absolutely head over heels for, and I watch it kind of annoyingly quite often. So thank you to the Lucha gods for that level of production. So can't wait to get that in my meat hooks. But so we're looking at a new world heavyweight title. Looks like Big Gold meets a WWE cruiserweight title with that design of the WWE slash globe in the middle, but you have the essence of Big Gold. And now that I've looked at it, a couple dozen times, I don't necessarily hate it. Heard some rumors, and I was hoping to see it where they unveil new women's world titles, because I don't want to see this janky title handoff between Rhea and Bianca, because it didn't work last year. So law of averages, I don't know why you would run the risk. Same thing with the tag team championships. If you were going to have a undisputed unified tag team champion, let's make some new title belts, new championships, and present those in a championship manner, just like you're going to do with the undisputed world universal champion. And so they'll come out with a new title, so you're not walking around with 3 titles. You'll have 2. So no, so we've got a lot going on. Jay Tilly and I, we're on the new network. We're gonna have our show here coming up very shortly. Come check us out from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday night. We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on Rumble. I'll be dropping our links on Twitter. Come check us out. If you can't get to us, drop us. If it's an email at noshavemancave@gmail.com. If it's somewhere on the socials, we're everywhere. Drop us some comments. Drop us some questions. We'll answer those questions, and we'll tell you what we think. It's a fat card. There's 7 matches. I think there's going to be another one added. I think there'll be some janky business that will add to another show. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. I think My American Nightmare will come out on top and pull out the win. I think they'll be the main event, but I definitely wouldn't argue if it's going to be Zelina and Rhea Ripley for that Friday night SmackDown title, which again is going to get swapped and it's going to be awkward if we throw the title, whatever. So we got Zelina against Rhea. We've got Bianca Belair against Io Sky. And I tell you, I was listening to Busted Open and, listening to Thunder Rosa talk about Io and, how she was. And she trained Thunder Rosa. So kudos to Io for training Thunder. And Thunder is a world champion. Io was a NXT champion. And I think you represent the success of the people that you've developed, and she should be very, very proud of what she's done for this business and in her career. So I'm super excited to see this match between Io Sky and Bianca Belair. Very, very athletic. And exciting superstars that we're going to see in the ring, and I think both of the superstars are going to bring it. And do not get up. Do not use this match to get up and use the restroom and get a break, because you are absolutely going to miss something that will change your view of professional wrestling, because they are going to absolutely bring it. So we have a six-man tag with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and the original Bro, Matt Riddle, with the Usos and Solo Sikoa in six-man action. I think you're going to see something. Trying to think of the right word, how to. I think there might be some voices that I think there'll be some voices. I'm just going to say it like that. So I think you're going to see a return during this match. Super excited, and I'm here for it. Whatever we get to see with this match. Bad Bunny and Priest is going to be something that I think will live for a very, very, very long time. It's a San Juan street fight. To put Damian Priest in this position with Bad Bunny, who's essentially, a lack of better terms, the greatest thing to come out of Puerto Rico right now. Everybody and anyone and everyone is talking about Bad Bunny. They're not just going to throw anyone in the ring, just like they wouldn't throw anyone in the ring with Stone Cold. They trusted Kevin Owens. They obviously trust Damian Priest, Punishment Martinez. They trust him. And that, like, win, lose, or draw, this is a win for Damian Priest. This is a win for Judgment Day. High profile matches. I think this turns into something where there's multiple championships within this faction at a time. It won't just be mommy walking around with the title. I think you'll have another title or two with this group, because they're moving merch, they're moving the needle. Dominic can't even get on the microphone without getting booed out of the building. So kudos to the entire team and the work that they're doing. Let this be notice to every production team for what we're doing with women's wrestling. You can have a tremendous story. It doesn't just have to be a one and done. It doesn't just have to be a pay-per-view to pay-per-view story. You can build something on the shoulders, on the character, on the effort every superstar on that roster. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see Io Sky come out with a win. With what we're gonna see in San Juan. I say that to say I think Bianca Belair is gonna leave your women's world champion because she was drafted. Could she get drafted, lose the title, and then still have to hand the title over, and now Rhea or Bianca leave without a title because they had to, like, I'm giving up a title to someone, like, you know what I'm saying? So I I could see something, strange like that occurring. I think you'll see one other huge swerve that I don't necessarily want to give up, not because I do have the Patreon and I do have some other pay subscriptions that give me inside information and all that, but I wholeheartedly believe in my wrestling brain and my wrestling heart, you're gonna see another swerve, and I'm here for it. Like as a wrestling fan, I'm here for it. So, but with that, hey, what are we seeing? We're seeing some great professional wrestling. We're seeing every week AEW is getting a little bit better. Their production continues to improve. I am super, super excited for them as they get ready to head into Wembley. Looks like they're at 58,000 seats sold. That's damn $6.5 million, right? So shout out to the shout out. You should be extremely proud, and jack to the nines for what you got going on. And Jay Tilly, I'm sure he's jumping up and down because he is a AEW diehard, and good for them. I can't wait to see what that main event is going to be. So good job to AEW and everything they're doing. NWA continues to put out some great stuff. Impact gets better and better and better. Recently heard that Matt Cardona has just finished up his obligation with Impact, so frees him up to go to a company that may or may not be located in Connecticut. And if he does, I am not going to be upset about it, and I will be purchasing the internet title that he has and rocks, unless he's gonna try and represent the Oceanic title or whatever. If he wants to represent that, I'll go grab that. But kudos to him and everything he's doing. Thank you to the Indie God moving the needle and his entire squad, what he's got going on. And he should be extremely proud of the work that he's put in and the quality of the product. So with that, my friends, my fam, thank you so much for joining me here. To the entire crew over at Fantasy Sports Corp, I am honored and privileged to be part of the team. To Jay Tilly and all the work that he's been doing behind the scenes. He has been doing a monster amount of work, so we got to get him some love. If you feel so free to hop on the old Twitter machine, let him know the love and effort that he's putting in. Definitely comes out in what you're hearing on a daily basis, and the level of effort that he is putting in. And to our Twitter followers, thank you so much. We're almost at 800 already, and we just started a couple of months ago when we were at 1, 2, whatever. I think there were 7, and it was all family members. They were just following us because they were following us, and now here we are, almost 800. So thank you so much to all the followers. So keep doing what you're doing. To all our friends and family that are giving us the support, thank you so much. To our brothers and sisters in arms, thank you so much for your service. Some gave all gave some, and we salute you morning, noon, and night. We wouldn't be here without you, and nothing but love. And as we get ready to head toward Mother's Day, y'all better get your mothers some gifts. Don't leave it up to me, because they'll go out. So with that, I'm gonna sign off as I normally do. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, and I'll see you on the floor.